They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Check 31, check 31. Watch twist. Watch.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Let's go. Hey, check mark 33. Check mark.
Throwing is Jackson. Going for the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Spins by. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a... And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
He's coming. We got to talk about 13. Hey, middle. Check back 33. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Quick six. That's what they call us.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb, able to slither by. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike, check 33. Come on. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You must be true.
Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come again. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Exit, exit.
Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 5. He's tired of you. Finish it on. Mike 5. Mike 5. Oh, you got deep?
From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Don't get nervous. Switch. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Switch.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go. Big stop. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. Mike 27. Mike
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Calais Campbell on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching
watching the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, come on. Motion. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I want that. Give me that.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost that they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A run for Nick Chubb. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.